Somehow this dude survived. He held on long enough to get to the FST, and JMAO, as they're hearing all this stuff going on, moved. I think they were already planning an op in our area, so they put the JMAO at the FST site there at JAF and saved this dude's life. I think it was like 57 units of blood in the first 2 days. Lost all the toes on his left foot, but returned to being an NMRG dude about 8 months later. And you're like, yeah, you cut off my toes, I'm probably not coming back to work.
Right.
Yeah, like I think I'm done at that point. But these dudes, super resilient.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool. I didn't do any wazoo. None of us did any wazoo medicine for this dude. Survived over an hour on the ground, plus the medevac flight, plus triage at the FST, and survives all of it. And so that's some of those things where it's like, cool. We also need to remember, people are going to die, people are going to live. Sometimes regardless of what we do. Do everything right, and a dude's going to die. You can do everything wrong, and a dude's going to live. And that's probably the lower spectrum. Like, if I do everything wrong, probably going to kill the guy. But some of those things for us, like, just because you saved your guy's life doesn't mean you need to get medicine. Just because the guy died doesn't mean you get bad medicine. And that's another one of those big training scars from schoolhouse. It's like, oh, your patient died. So you did bad medicine.
We didn't tape the IV down.
You didn't tape the IV down. You did bad medicine. You did a crank before you tried to intubate. You did bad. It's like, no, like we need to get away from some of that stuff. Stop talking about what to think and start talking about and teaching how to think again.
Yeah.
The guys that went through SOCM back in the early 2000s and 90s, it was all principle driven, nothing against EBM. I'm not saying that, but like everything was best practice. And like, how do we best modify this thing for the battlefield before EBM became the hot topic thing? And we need to find a way to marry those two things. Because I don't always have 800 rolls of Curlex that I can just use on every patient for my G hospital. Maybe I gotta wash that shit and sterilize it and reuse it on the next patient, or reuse it on the same patient. Things that, that's bad. But it's stuff we have to do in our environment. Hospitals they're going to try and shoot you for that. But sorry, the litter police and the hospital police don't live in Afghanistan with it.
Right.
I'm not getting certified through CAMES and everything. Like, sorry. And so getting our guys into some of that mindset again, where it's like, all right, I can do this IV dirty-ish.
Not best.
Not best, but we got to remember that good, better, best.
Yeah.
If I'm at least doing good medicine, I can get him to better and best medicine. And yes, in my team house, I need to be striving for best medicine. Field, out of my rucksack, out of my March belt, it's good. Good's got to be good. And that's where, especially MASCALs, we freak guys out because, oh my God, like I had guys worried that we didn't do X, Y, and Z for these guys. It's not. We did our best, which was good.
Yeah.
So got that guy stabilized, trying to move back into the building, and realized while I was checking this guy that I don't know where my rifle is. Automatic failure, trauma 2, trauma 3. I'm an automatic failure. Got it. And did I leave my weapon where I was sitting when we got blown out? I don't know. Run back into the building, both to check to make sure we don't have any dudes bleeding in the corner somewhere, and to see if I can find my gun. Both are kind of important.
Right.
And depending on the situation, one could be more important than the other. And so clear the building, clear where I was at, can't find my way. And so as I come back out the front door where I was sitting to do the crike on my Charlie, there is now another guy gasping for air, another Afghan. All right, cool. Like, I can't treat him where he's at. I'm getting temped for hey, like, what's our situation? What? It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I haven't updated my Alpha and my Zulu. This is MASCAL. If you didn't know that, this is a MASCAL. I can't take care of this.